Welcome to Mortgage 101, where you will learn the important steps of buying or refinancing a home. Hello, I am glad you are here. My name is Nathan Rufty, a mortgage loan originator with over 25 years of lending experience that has your best interests in mind. After listening to this full podcast, connect with me to discuss your home loan needs. Now on with the show. Hello and welcome to another very informative podcast with Nathan Rufty with Mortgage 101. Today's topic is how to buy a house with no money for the down payment. There's two programs that you can purchase a home with absolutely no money, 100% financing of the purchase price. You must qualify, of course, with credit, income, and assets. That's a given. But two programs, I'm only going to touch on the one. But the first one is the USDA, United States Department of Agricultural, RD, Rural Development Program. But the one I want to talk about is VA, Veterans Affairs, 100%, no money down. You have to be active or retired veteran to qualify. Like I said earlier, income, credit, and asset to qualify as well. That the VA home loan is the best performing loan out there. It's no money down, 100%. If you're 10% disabled by the Veterans Affairs, which means you have a disability income coming in, your VA funding fee is waived. The Veterans VA charges the veteran, active retired veteran, a first-time use and second, third, and fourth-time use. The second and third and fourth time is the same VA funding fee. And as of I do this today, it's 2.3%. They changed that. I can go up or go down. And as of the last 15, 20 years, it's only gone up. So if you're purchasing a property for $100,000 and you're not disabled by the Veterans Affairs, your purchase price is $100,000, but your loan amount is going to be $102,300. So it's 2.3% VA funding fee. You don't have to come out of pocket for that. That's stacked on top of the loan. So you're financing more than what you're purchasing it for. So if you use it for the second time's 3.6. So if you're buying a $300,000 loan, that's pretty hefty right there. It's over $10,500 for the VA funding fee. So if you're disabled by the Veterans Affairs at 10% or more, and they do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, your VA funding fee is waived. VA is a great program. It's no money down. It's got one of the highest debt to income ratio qualifications amongst any other programs. It's very lenient when it comes to underwriting. The one thing that they like is residual income. You got to meet a residual income, and it's how many people are in the household dependents, and it goes by region on how much residual income you must have. That's their biggest driver of that program is residual. How much money is left over after you pay your bills? And like I said, it's different, and those things change just like a VA funding fee changes. The interest rate changes every day. VA has got the lowest mortgage interest rates amongst any program. They got great interest rates. You can put money down if you like. So if you want to put 10, 20, 30, 40% down, you can put whatever you want down, 100%, no money for the down payment. So it's a great program for active and retired veterans. The good thing, once you get into the VA program, they have a Streamlined Refinance program, which means there's no income qualification. You do have to have employment, whether you be retired or you have employment right now. We just have to put that on a home loan application, but you don't have to supply income documentation. You have to supply assets if you want to bring money in. If not, we can finance those closing costs. No appraisal is needed. And in some areas, depending on what state you're in, a termite report is not needed. So if you needed a termite report done the first time buying the property, you won't need it this time on a streamline. If you're doing a refinance cash out and you want to finance that portion of the cash out, then you got to redo everything. You got to do an appraisal, you got to income qualify, and you need a termite in the states that VA requires it. But once you are on the VA home loan program, you can qualify for the Streamline program. Okay, you have to be in there for 6 payments, 210 days from the first payment. That can change too, but as I'm doing this podcast, those are the qualifications. You have to wait a specific time frame to be able to do a VA IRRL. It's called an IRRL, Interest Rate Reduction Refinance Loan. You're in the program, you can have that option to do an IRRL. No income documentation, no appraisal, and the states where termite's required, no termite. Real smooth, easy process once you get into that VA program. But Veterans Affair offers that VA program. You can have multiple VA loans. Some clients say, well, I had to get rid of it. The loan officer only can have one. No, you can have two. Under certain circumstances, of course. I mean, this just can't go out and buy a bunch of property using your VA. Once you buy that property as an owner occupied, VA only does owner occupied financing. You buy it as an owner occupied, you have to live in there for 12 months. That's what the deed of trust says. You will take possession of the property within 60 days of closing escrow and live there as your primary residence for 12 months. Under certain circumstances, if you get transferred or you move or something happens, you bought a two-story and you became disabled, you can't go up and down the stairs, you want a one-story. Those are those circumstances that you can have two VA loans at once. But you got to be there for 12 months unless lender approved that you can move within that 12 months under certain circumstances. But after that 12 months, you can move out and buy another home utilizing that VA program. But like I said, under certain circumstances, you got to talk to the loan officer about that. You can refinance that, streamline your non-owner occupied, no cash out on that non-owner occupied. It's just you're streamlining it. So VA is very, very liberal when it comes to that debt to income ratio, more so than any other program. I mean, you can go 63%, 57%, but there's got to be that compensating factors as well. I mean, it's got to look at your credit scores. It's got to look at some assets and say, okay, this borrower, we don't care about rent history. We don't care about debt ratio. We don't care about this. We're just going to streamline them down. And I've seen that on purchases as well. So if you're an active military or retired veteran and you are looking to purchase a home in the state of Arizona and California, it's the only two states I'm licensed to do business in at the current moment. I'd love to connect with you and talk to you about the VA home loan program. No money down. You do have to have lendable credit. At this point, we go down as 580. But I've talked about credit before in the past too on previous podcasts that you just because you have a 580, what's in the body of the credit score also needs to qualify as well. So that's two parts of the credit is your credit score and what's in the body of the credit report will determine if you qualify for a home loan or not on the VA purchase program. Also, VA requires you can go up to 90% cash out. It used to be 100. They have now decreased that to 90% in your VA funding fee. If you have one, comes right off the top of that. So that's a change as well. But there's no income limit, or excuse me, no loan amount limit. You can purchase as high as you want on the VA program. There's no income limit. There is a credit score limit. We go down to a 580. In some circumstances, there's no debt ratio. But once we run you through the desktop underwriting automated system, it's going to let us know what you qualify for or not. But we can pretty much, an experienced loan officer can pretty much look at it and go, okay, this is going to be a challenging with a 600 and no money down and have like 500 bucks in the bank. It's going to be a little challenging. That's not going to allow you to get a 62% back in debt to income ratio. But speak with a licensed mortgage professional on the VA, active or retired military, or a spouse that has the benefits of the retired or deceased spouse. You also can too, under certain circumstances that the VA will grant usually it's husband and wife qualifying for that VA home loan. They will allow sometimes family members like a father and son or mother, a son, whoever's the veteran, have that benefits to do purchase a property utilizing the VA program, even though the other person's not a veteran and they're not the other spouse. So you can do that with VA approved, of course. We lenders can say yes, we can do that. But that's another area. But that's a few and far between that you come across. We lenders come across that people are the other person's a family member that is not the veteran or the spouse. So it can be done. But other than that, VA is a great program, the best performing program out there when it comes to mortgage payments. Very low default rate. Go down to a 580, which is lower than a 620 that's required by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac at the present moment. So 580 for that on the credit score. Income documentation is full documentation. You got to qualify it on the first, but when you get in the program, you do a streamline. There's no income qualification, but you must have employment or be retired or drawn a pension or something like that. We got to put that on the home loan application. But other than that, great program. No mortgage insurance on any of the 100% or 90%, so it does not give you that mortgage insurance. disabled by the Veterans Affairs at 10% or more, there is no VA funding fee. Currently, first-time use is 2.3, second and thereafter, substantial, I can't even say it right. Repeat using your VA is 3.6, just whenever you do it. If you do a VA Earl, it's 0.5 VA funding fee if you're not disabled at 10% or more. So it's a great program. Love to connect with you and talk to you about no money down for the down payment purchase program, the VA home loan program in Arizona and California. My name is Nathan Rufty. All my contact information is below. I look forward to connecting with you. Thank you.
Thank you again for taking the time to listen to this very informative podcast. Remember to subscribe, share, like, and comment. There is no better time than today to explore your options to purchase or refinance a home. Please call, text, or email me at the information below to get started right away, and I look forward in hearing from you.